I'm gonna make the Packetloss-Ping and FPS Textdraw that you see in Auto Arena or I did soon. For that we need a timer that updates for example, every second, because all of these callbacks, they are called when they are needed. For example, on player connect will be called whenever you connect. So if you put your Packetloss Textdraw in here, it will only update when someone connects. So we need something that updates every second in the script. You can do it in on-player update, but I think that's called like around 30 times per second. So if you want your script to be smooth, I suggest you don't put anything there. So here I'm gonna make a timer. I'm gonna call it on script update. It will be running every minute. Here the time is in milliseconds, so 1000 milliseconds is 1 second. And I'm gonna put, you can either put 0 or 1 or false or true. If you put true, then the timer will keep repeating. So this timer will be repeated every 1 second. If you put false, it will only call this timer for 1 time. So if once you make the timer, copy the name of your timer, come to this bottom of the script, you type forward and paste your timer name, then type public, again the same name, and open bracket. Okay, so here, so this on script update will be repeated every 1 second. So any script in here is repeated after every 1 second. So you can keep track of someone's FPS, packet loss, or ping every second. So we're going to loop through every player. Type for each new. You can type player ID, or you can just type I player, open bracket. Okay, so in samp, you can get player ping just by typing get player ping, player ID, but you can't get FPS and packet loss. So just copy the scripts that I put to your own script. This is get player packet loss made by White Tiger, and this is get player FPS. And if you notice, we have 2 variables in here, so we need to add them to our player variables. So one is FPS, the other one is DL last. So player variables, one was this and the other one was FPS. Okay, so now we have player FPS and packet loss. I'm gonna also add 2 more variables to get player health and armor every second. So I'm gonna call it P health, P armor. Again, this health and armor will be float, so type float. Otherwise you'll get error. Okay, so you can set the player HP in the money bar, just like it is in a did soon. So you get player health and armor in our variables that we made, P health, P armor, and you reset player money first, otherwise it will keep adding, and then you set player money back. So this float round means that it's converting it from float back to normal integers, and is given it minus value. If you put a plus value, I think, and then you allow interior exit, if you enter, for example, a pizza shop or something, you can probably buy HP as well. I'm not sure about that, but I think you can do that. So this will now set your money bar to your HP. don't need any of that. And this is, make a new string, format the string to show player packet loss, FPS, and ping. Format iString, size of iString. So I'm giving this a white color and then highlight it 3 times. Then a red color, the value of FPS. Then white color again, ping, red color, highlighted 2 times. And then packet loss. And because packet loss is a float and you want it to 1 decimal place, I put percentage, red, highlighted, percentage, 1F, and then I put 2% because if you want to put, if 1% won't come in your script, and once you go into the game, you won't see this, for example. But if you put 2, then you will see 1 in your script. Then you keep a record of, for example, FPS is this variable, player ID FPS. So put player I FPS. Then you can get player ping and FPS here again. New p ping equals get player ping player I, and new packet equals get player packet loss I. Okay. Close. Remember, we need to make this Textdraw. So here you need to make a player Textdraw for each player, because the FPS, ping, and packet losses, they are for each player. If you just make a global Textdraw like the ones we made here, attacker, defender, then you might see someone else's FPS on your screen. So you have to make player Textdraw for that. So go up to Textdraws that we made, enter new, and this time we are making player text, and we call it FPS ping packet. Now we have to make the Textdraw. Since I made it already, I'm not gonna go to the script and make the Textdraw just like I made the attacker defender. I'm gonna copy this from Auto Arena now, and then you can change it to whatever you like. I suggest you change it to something better, something that looks nice. So I'm gonna copy it from Auto Arena now. Because we are making this for every player, you have to put max players as well. I forgot to do that. Okay, so now we've made player Textdraw for every player. Now we have to load the Textdraw. To load player Textdraw, you have to do it on Player Connect. So I'm gonna do it here. So you can either put your whole Textdraw, you can create your whole Textdraw here, or you can create it somewhere else and call it from here. So I'm gonna do load player Textdraws player ID, because it's for that player. Load player Textdraw, load Textdraw. So here I'm gonna put load player Textdraw now. Load player Textdraw player ID. So this is the Textdraw for ping, FPS, and packet loss. Remember, you have to unload it as well. Unload player Textdraws player ID. So you have to destroy player